We'll get started in a few seconds here.
Good morning, everyone.
Good morning.
Morning.
Awesome. Well, good morning, everyone. Happy Tuesday. How's everyone doing?
Doing good.
Yeah.
Big smiles. All right. Well, let's kick it off with some positivity, some positive energy. Win for the week. Let's go backwards today. Let's see.
Win for the week. I closed my very first SBA 7A
Wow.
as a mortgage broker.
That is
Yay.
awesome. That is awesome. Well, you want to share us a little bit about that experience?
You know, honestly, the process wasn't very difficult, but apparently SBA has some recent changes, which caused some backlog because there were existing files that had to be re-reviewed. But overall, I mean, you know, as we all know, commercial loans usually takes, you know, a long time, 6 months, maybe 9 months in certain cases. I still think we closed ours in less than 60 days, which is pretty incredible.
Awesome.
Yeah, but if it wasn't for policy changes, I think we would have had it done a lot sooner. But yeah, it was a really painful process, to be honest with you.
Awesome. You are breaking in and out, but can you quickly just share like what the scenario was?
It was okay. So the nature of the business, they're a manufacturer. They manufacture like a different shaped. Gosh, how do I even explain it? Anyhow, it's a manufacturer. They take raw material and they turn it into something. Okay, that you know that they sell or they sell retail, but they also distribute it to other wholesalers. Anyhow, they just need a working capital. So there's no real estate involved. There's no collateralization of inventory involved. It's just straight based on income. And it's not a huge loan. It's $150,000. But they need it as working capital. And yeah, once again, you know, I used to be a commercial banker, and we probably would have just turned something like this down.
Yeah.
Because one, there's just, you know, there's not a lot of reward and a lot of risk.
Yeah.
Since there's no collateral. So I'm really glad we're able to get it done and get it approved without a lot of hassle.
Awesome. That's so great. And before we go on, guys, I hope for everyone on this call, for everyone who joins Giving Tree Lending, to hear that and just to be inspired and encouraged, right? So, you know, C and I both look. I want to let me just highlight C real quick. We both come from the retail bank world, right? 17 years ago, 16 years ago, Wells Fargo, cookie cutter, in the box type of lending. Fast forward now, we're at Giving Tree. I want you guys to understand, as we kicked off, as we launched, 2025 with, week after week, bringing on new AEs, I really do want to congratulate, commemorate, just give my hats off and multiple brownies to see here. He's done a really, really good job as far as exemplifying what Giving Tree is about. And I hope that you guys take this on. Why? Nothing but to expand your business and really have an opportunity to make more money. So C just shared right now that he closed his first commercial deal with Giving Tree. See, how long have you been with Giving Tree?
A year and a half.
Year and a half. Okay. Yeah. And his call to action, right? And he took it. So he's closed his first commercial loan. Okay. I'm not sure if he shared this last week, but he also closed his first mobile home. Okay. Earlier this year, or a while back, I think he closed a reverse mortgage, right? So these are all things that, as working for a traditional bank or a direct lender, even things that you don't have an opportunity to do. And if you try, believe me, we've been there. It's a hot mess. But just so awesome, right? Like so many different options that he was able to do to help people, and really more importantly, brand himself to agents, saying, "Hey, I can do this, this, and that." Not just your Fannie Mae, Freddie Mac, FHA conventional loan officer. So I hope you guys can be inspired by that, really encouraged by that, and go out and use the different tools and programs that Giving Tree offers to allow yourself to be a more successful lender. Okay, not just a mortgage loan officer. Moving forward, or moving on rather, who else is on here? Is Hannah? I think will be next. Any win for the week you can share?
Not a win, just a sharing. Last week, I received a random application from a foreign national who's living and working in Germany and doesn't have immigration status.
Okay.
So I checked with Echoland, both Echoland and RCN for the eligibility. While Echoland requires at least a social security number, RCN can fund foreign national with 65% LTV under a DSCR loan.
Okay, and I'm sorry, who's the lender?
RCN.
RCN. Okay,
Yeah.
Great, thank you. So
So
35% down payment.
yeah, 60%. Yeah, 35. Yeah.
Awesome. Great.
So yeah, I still need some clarification from the prospect regarding his loan purpose, if it's short term or long term, if the property is for rental or Airbnb, fix and flip. Yeah. So he hasn't responded yet, and he might have submitted multiple applications to different lender. I don't know, and might end up choosing another.
Mm.
Well, I still see this as a learning process.
Absolutely.
It helped me understand how to approach foreign nationals and which lenders can accommodate them.
No, thank you. Thank you for sharing, Hannah. That is a win. I'm taking away that it's RCN 35% for a foreign national. So thank you. Let's see. Up next, Ian. A quick win. Ian's not on. Let's go.
I'm here.
Oh, here. Hey, Ian.
Hey, I got myself on mute. Good morning, everybody.
Good morning.
Win for the week. It was last week. I funded a couple of deals, so I'm unemployed again. I gotta go get more deals, right?
There you go.
You only as good as your last deal. But this month is my birthday month, so celebrating early, but it's
Happy
not
birthday.
until later in the month. So it's gonna be exciting time for me. I'm 1
Awesome.
year older, and I'm not gonna tell you how old I am. But other than that, I'm looking forward to this summer. I think
Awesome.
rates are on the mend.
Yep. Well, enjoy
my
enjoy your 30th birthday month.
Yes, sir.
Rhett, a quick win.
I've been out, had some health issues for the last week or so, so
I'm sorry to hear that.
haven't been really doing the work.
Yeah.
So
Well,
I'm back.
awesome. Well, your win would be improving in your health. I hope you
Yeah.
are getting better and ready to move forward. Awesome. Alex or Alan, throw it out to either of you guys.
I got an application over the weekend. Just received all docs yesterday. Still waiting on W-2s, but basically got everything. And this morning, a realtor sent me over a client to price
Very
for a new
nice.
purchase. Yeah.
Yeah, can you share a little bit about how you met or fostered that realtor relationship, if any?
So I had a client that I could not get approved for the hard money,
Mhm.
and it just wasn't enough. And I sent it over to her and kind of like solidify the relationship that way. Spoke to her about numbers and stuff, helped. She was like on the fence of selling her home. I convinced her to sign the papers, and then today she sent me a deal.
Awesome. Very good. Congrats. On.
Yes, I have, I guess, two wins and maybe a loss. On the real estate side, we opened escrow, but I didn't get the loan on it because the buyer decided to go cash instead. But I'm working on a HELOC right now. I'm actually texting the client as we speak, so we'll see where that goes.
Awesome.
Mm.
Great. Anyone else that I missed? I'll share two quick ones. I have continued my efforts in reaching out to people. Actually, I'm actually conversing or texting with a client right now. the borrower has a trucking business. The trucking business has slowed down. They're still okay. They're underwater, but for that reason, though, they are requesting a line of credit right now. They're just afraid that they're going to be dipping in, and they want to have a safeguard with some reserves. So it'll be a small one, but they're looking at about like $50,000 to $60,000 just to cover 12 months of their mortgage payment. It was a very interesting conversation, but yeah, keep those efforts alive. Another one, I have a client who came to me by way of bank statements. I was able to beat out their bank statement or their rate from their lender. And so they switched over. This has been in the works for about 4 weeks now, but we've come to find out that they have been looking at properties they cannot currently qualify for under the bank statement program. And so I told them about the P&L program. And so they said that the CPA is pretty kosher. They know them very well. So with going with the P&L, instead of looking at a 1.3, they're going to be able to get them into that 1.4, 1.45 range. So pretty excited about that. So guys, get familiar with your different programs. Again, if it's not, your full doc, you can look. If they're self-employed, you can look at bank statement programs. But again, you could take it I would say, I always put the P&L product as gives you a little bit better chance as long as you have a CPA that's, willing to play and help borrowers with a higher qualification amount. Okay. Real quickly, guys, rates, obviously, Peter sent out his update. The job openings were higher than expected by a few million. And so we are seeing rates kind of lose traction. But again, the constant volatile up and down market, I don't think anything to really, no surprises and nothing to fret about.